Um, Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Just wait for the stream to stop dropping frames, you feel me? My entire YouTube the entire tab I had open for YouTube. Alright, there, it's good. Well, it used to be. Not receiving enough to maintain a stable image. Buzzkill. Dropping a lot of frames, apparently. Are we good? Did that work? Was I able to reconnect the stream like that? I think so. Still says the stream is dookie. Technical difficulties. Please stand by. What a riveting stream, though, huh? I mean, at the end of the day, it says that YouTube isn't receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream. But on OBS right now, it says that I'm good. And also, I'm able to stream at 1440p. So, I'm just gonna continue the stream. We dropped a couple frames, so it looks like we're doing good right now. Just gonna ignore YouTube. Evening, y'all. You know? It's been a while. It has been a while. Oh, now it says excellent connection. See what happens when you refresh the browser enough times? Now it's perfect. Oh yeah, stream is healthy. Even though a second ago it was like, yeah, you can't sit with us. You can't stream. Alright, if you couldn't see by the thumbnail or the title, Alan Wake. I've heard a lot of good things about this game. I remember Berleezy streamed this game and uploaded it to his Easy TV channel, I think. All I know about the game is that it's a horror game. The main character is named Alan Wake. He's a novelist and like something happens in the place he's at where whatever you write, whatever stories you write comes to life in the town that he ends up in. That's pretty much it. I only know that because I watched the trailer before, like a couple of days ago. But I bought this game because a lot of people were super excited for Alan Wake 2, so I was like, oh shoot, if everyone's excited for Alan Wake 2, then there seems to be a huge fan base from Alan Wake 1. And also Alan Wake 2, like, I think it won a couple awards on in the Game Awards, or at least it was nominated for some stuff. And I heard some good reviews for Alan Wake 2 as well. So if people were hyped about the first game and loved the second game, then might as well play it, And I've already purchased Alan Wake 2, so yeah, when we're done with Alan Wake 1, we're like, if I choose to, I can immediately hop into Alan Wake 2 and stream that as well. But I just wanted to stream this because I really wanted to like live stream a story-based game instead of just me playing Fortnite or playing like Apex or something like that, playing a story-based game where there's like a structure and there's like a goal, I feel like it can be a little more entertaining. And I know it's like, what is it, Christmas, the eve of Christmas Eve. That's what today is, right? Because Christmas Eve is tomorrow. Because today's the 23rd. So that's why I'm wearing my Christmas sweater. The only Christmas sweater I've ever bought, or, well, my mom bought it for me, and we bought it to wear to a Christmas party, and literally immediately after, it ripped. There's a hole. You can see right here. There's a hole in the collar. Never stitched it. But it's a NASA Christmas sweater. There's only like one light flickering. There's supposed to be a couple lights on this thing, but battery ran out on them. So, but we're here, right? So let me load up the game. Y'all doing good? How about I change the scene as well? Hello. Game capture, Alan Wake Remastered. Certain flashing. Oh, you can read it. It's on the screen. Let me change change my webcam top right. So we're not playing Apex or Fortnite. There's no mini map I gotta worry about. Like, subtitles enable, please. Video commentary. Is that like actually like developers talking during cutscenes and stuff? That's kind of fire. Enlarge font size. I'm gonna see how it is just by default. Oh, you can change the FOV. It's fire. Motion blur, turn that off, please. Thank you. Advanced options. Alright, we'll see along the way if there's stuff we should change. I love to use a controller for this, but I know when I plug in my controller, it's not gonna work. Watch it work just because I said that. If it works, I'm gonna be pissed. Cause I got this game on Epic Games, but whenever I use a game from Epic Games, it doesn't let me use my controller. Unless it's Fortnite. Nope, it doesn't register a PlayStation controller. Maybe that's what I should have got for Christmas. An Xbox controller. So that I would actually have the option to play with controller instead of just keyboard and mouse, but I'm cool with keyboard and mouse now. Spent like over a year now at this point playing on the mouse and keyboard. New game. Easy, normal, nightmare. Let's do normal, come on. I know I usually do hard mode on games, especially if it's games where I know the plot of the story. So then playing it on hard mode is more engaging for me because I already know what happens next. But since it's a game I've never played before, and it's also like a horror game, let's play normal.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear.
Subtitles look like a good size.
In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Okay.
I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream.
That's a hard line.
Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there.
Golly.
I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone.
Episode 1, Nightmare.
I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stand my feet.
Feels so weird because I wanna dim the lights in my room, but then y'all wouldn't be able to see me as much. Reverse your controls for looking up and down. Why would I want that? Look at the sensitivity. Come on. What is this? Direct aiming. Turn that down, Chief. Shift to sprint. Bro, is this a Delta, bro?
The radiator had broken when I hit the hitchhiker. The car wasn't going anywhere.
Got the same whip as Ash Williams.
The lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Okay, I can jump. Can I crouch? How's this a horror game and you can't crouch? You feel me? Hang on. Before I get ahead of myself, let me at least check the audio to make sure that the stream is good, you know. increase the game audio a little bit. And I do have the mic close up, so it might be louder than the game. Let me check too. Alright, it's awful. Caught in a strange nightmare, Alan Wake must make his way to the lighthouse. Also, I'm pretty sure... I don't know what the character model for Alan Wake looks like in the original, but I feel like in the remaster, they made Alan Wake's character model look similar to the one in Alan Wake 2. He just steals my car.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer! You're a joke. There would be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your editor. You'll never publish another one of your shitty stories, because I'm gonna kill you. It's not like your story's already good. Not like they have any artistic merit. You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for. Just look at me. Look at your work.
Okay. I thought that was like a cutscene and I wanted to be able to move. But then he was heading towards me and I can actually walk backwards, so... Ooh, QR code. Hello. Is that me? Missing? Have you seen this man? Yeah, I think his character model looks more like the Alan Wake 2 one, especially since in Alan Wake 2, they have sequences that are like live action mixed with normal gameplay, so it feels like you're actually playing and witnessing a movie.
You missed your deadline.
You can dodge enemy attacks. Shift and then directional key. Okay.
You
Weave.
can't stop me.
Good work. Successful dodges or something.
I realized
Alright.
that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I've been working on.
Okay. Well, now we're up to speed. Exactly what I talked about from the trailer.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
Hold shift to sprint. Okay.
This way! Hurry! Wait, it's me! I'm Stuart, remember? Quickly, get inside! There's no time to lose! Oh no! Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
I was trapped. There was no way out.
I was trapped. I don't know how I feel about this camera angle. My character to the right.
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
This is Evil Dead. Stuck in a cabin. Delusions.
Follow the light. You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
F to focus. Okay, my health is going up. You see in the top left?
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand? No.
No. Fortnite be like.
Sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away.
At a battery.
You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Here, take the gun. Watch this though. No crosshair? I guess I have to use the flashlight as my crosshair then, right? Tap R to reload faster.
Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now. In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Seriously? I mean, that makes sense because, like, you know, the darkness and lighthouse, the light. Yep, tap R to reload faster. That's a cool mechanic. Jump.
This is it.
Ooh, you thought. Yep, get my health up over here. Where are you? There's probably batteries in here, huh? Flare gun ammo. And a flare gun. Use one to switch weapons and throwables. Oh yeah, and then I just use scroll wheel. Okay. The Fenton thermos. It's pretty cool, not gonna lie.
Just like
He made shadow clones. Nah. Oh, you see that?
I can keep this up forever.
Alan Wake. Okay. Alright. I'm out of stamina. Alan Wake, the name of the game.
Maybe just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Bright Falls. Interesting. Bright Falls, because we have to use light to defeat the darkness. Yeah.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear. Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife. If you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I can get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Fair enough.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah, we just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you, too.
Okay.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
E. She said that like the car was like a hike.
Come on, Slowpoke. You get the full service here. I've made all the arrangements. I drive the car. I'll even carry the bags. All you have to do is drag your cute butt into the car and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, sounds like you've got a lazy bastard for a husband.
Yeah, but I got a thing for him. Come on, you lazy bastard. Let's go.
Get into the car.
We're
here.
stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us.
It's like, bro, the car's not even that far away. Relax.
I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all of your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Gummy yummies in my tummy. That's probably their catchphrase, right?
I can't believe it. I'm having a conversation with Alan Wake.
But is Alan woke? That's the real
Are you on
question.
your own, or
Right.
is your wife with you?
So much for a
I can
quiet
show you the town
vacation.
if you want. I get off work at 6.
Bruh, ain't no way.
We'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Relax.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do
Okay.
it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah. Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. Ah, it does that. Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good solid whack.
That's what she said.
You put the lime in the coconut, drink them both up. Now that's what I'm talking about, yes!
Man, this should have been the Dr. Coconut song from Phineas and Ferb.
Died and gone to hell.
Staff only? I'm not even gonna try to walk back there. What are you doing?
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am.
I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find
You don't
Stuckey,
wanna die,
to get the
do
key
you?
and get out as soon as
Worse.
possible. The waitress was giving me a headache.
He
Overacre
didn't
fans
listen.
always did.
Excuse me.
Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
I guess he's stuck.
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good sleep. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife.
What do you mean by that?
I insist.
Thanks.
So I guess I can't.
Cauldron Lake is a
Excuse me.
This time, young man, you can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed, and then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
Guess I can't use the bathroom before I leave, huh? Mr. Stucky is stuck.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid! Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah, splendid, splendid. It's been a long time gone. Good to see you. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Okay.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
Then what keys do we have?
That diner was a real nut.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Padman here on KBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I haven't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while. See those stars winking down at you? It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's
Checkpoint
something, all right.
reached.
Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
A lot of crows, huh? Where are y'all ravens? On the pallet bus, just above the chamber door. Edgar Allan Poe? No? Another writer? Okay.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
If you're lucky.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Good old-fashioned engine mechanics. Generating.
Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Alice had told me about Cauldron Lake Lodge. The old building used to be a hotel, but these days it was no longer open to the public.
Okay,
I'll look
The
around
Shining?
a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
Alice? Honey?
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
The Deer Fest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite writer.
Well, Rose, I
just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Maine on KBF FM. And now some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile.
We can't have nothing, man.
Alan, come here, Slowpoke. I'm waiting.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession.
What?
I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you
Damn,
past...
Alice, everyone
Hey,
keeps...
hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice! God damn it!
I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Damn it. Alice?
Yeah, we did see some figure flickering in and out of reality over there.
Alice!
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming!
Golly!
What the hell?
Bro, who was that? Itachi, like, sending his crows after me?
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
W man.
Keep going.
Wake up.
Alice?
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another.
What?
I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Did we even have a scar at the beginning of the game? I'm not even remembering. I don't think we did.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma. by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Bro looks like he could be Gordon Ramsay's cousin. I don't know. His wife really gave him a typewriter.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
She gave him a typewriter, and he was like, "What is this?" Bro, aren't you a writer, bruh?
Damn.
What's this mechanism that has a bunch of letters and individual buttons? What could it be?
Hello?
God?
Hello? Someone there? The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Whoa. F5. You have found manuscript. You can access it with the F5 button. Hold on. Hold on.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Such a cool line.
Departure by Alan Wake.
It's kind of cool. Because it kind of gives you a heads up, like, oh, you're going to run into this thing, you know? Alright. This game is swaggy. This game is cool. I'm loving this so far.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Jump. Look for the light. The fireflies.
Were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
No collectibles.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
That's the axe murderer guy. Clearly has an axe in his hand. Ah, no.
Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help.
Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
Okay.
Fair and square.
So it doesn't just bring characters to life, it also uses people as their vessels.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
Collectible. Caffeine. All right.
You right. You lose.
That's what I thought. Here's Johnny.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
I knew it. I knew it. They were clearly referencing it multiple times before. Imagine I didn't pick up the batteries.
During your trying, it's the latest incontestably proven health benefit. Let you kill.
Yes.
One stone.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Oh man.
And keep those
Hello?
cholesterol levels down.
This is bad.
Ain't no way. Huh.
The bulldozer had gone over the cliff with the office. I hoped Stucky had suffered the same fate, but I wasn't planning on staying to find out.
Good evening. Okay. Ooh, a chainsaw. Pick that up, like Ash Williams. Good evening.
My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
Actually acknowledging the damage that can be done to your ears when you don't use protective gear while firing a firearm.
Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
what's even happening right now. What do I do, brother? Reach the gas station. No duh. Okay. Now I do this? No? Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, and then that cuts the power over here, and then...
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
It's rabbit season.
For real? Okay, I really like the flashlight being your crosshair, because it makes the game a little bit more immersive. Not having, you know, little lines on your screen at the very center. Feeling like you're playing a shooter rather than a horror game. Yes. This
Rose
one?
knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
So I guess the manuscripts can help us piece together a coherent timeline of the events that are happening. Because clearly, like, you know, there's a bunch of stuff that happens before here. I don't know.
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
I'm looking at it. Ooh. Ooh.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
I'm sorry, but your name is Stucky. I can't take you seriously, bro. Ooh, hold on. Don't get close, don't get close. Get back. Okay, so I didn't reload the battery that time. It says I have 11 batteries, so... You know, I know when you do this, the battery at the top left starts to give out, but... It starts to replenish. So I assume there's gonna be like a boss fight. Because I could stun them by using the flashlight, you know, focusing a little bit and then stopping, but I assume there's gonna be a boss where like you're gonna need to waste your batteries and have a constant direct light on them instead of like small bursts. Hello.
Taken. They're taken.
Taken 2. The movie. Aw, you shouldn't have. Just what I wanted for Christmas. Okay, so that's how we get our supplies replenished. It doesn't look like enemies are gonna drop them. Hello. Alan Wake here.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Bro, just build. Get some materials and just build like Fortnite. Alan Wake's in Fortnite, by the way. Because of Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake here. Wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. Hello? Okay, I see that little energy thing over here. Wow, this flashlight thing is really cool too. Because then I can actually feel like I could point stuff with the camera. That's a collectible.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Okay. Let me just take this off your hands real quick. Jump. Wakey wakey. Ooh, you thought. Weave, weave. Whoa. Okay. Still with 20 batteries. Let's go. Yoo-hoo. Anybody home? The shotgun. Oh yeah. It's Jover. Can I? Alright, that's a waste of a bullet. Nice. Wanted to see if I had a melee.
With all this forestry equipment around.
Alright, Alan.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
Wake attacked by birds.
There had to be something I could use to reach the top.
No enemies? Okay. I mean, that looks perfect to me. Hello. Just breaks. You are over encumbered. Ooh, hold on. There you are.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. To you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and it would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something ruffling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they can grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but just didn't come for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
Okay, so expect a dog. Hang on, y'all. Let me just move my webcam slightly so y'all can see my ammo in the top right. There you go. There we go. Another manuscript.
At first I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
If people write stories and they come true in this town, and from the beginning of the manuscript,
Archer by Alan Wake.
It's written by Alan Wake. So does that mean that Alan Wake is putting himself through this? Because he's the writer, and he's writing this story, and we're watching it unfold. The true enemy is ourselves. But that's just a theory. A game theory.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no contest. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Okay. Him talking about a dog after what we heard on the radio is crazy. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Weave. Alright, I wasted a couple batteries on there since it said a limit reached on the batteries. And boom, we're back at 20. And we only have 2 bullets, you can see on the top right. Nope, I'm getting this generator on, yo. Where he at, though? Okay, safe haven. Gonna need to switch to... Alright, that sucks. Because the revolver has like 6 shots, right? Okay. I'm running. Revolver has 6 shots. Shotgun only has 2 shots. Pick this up, no vacuum. Scoop this up, no vacuum. Scoop this up, no vacuum. Okay. Shotgun has 2 shots and flare only has 1 shot. Yeah, give me that. Yeah. Already full. Forgot. Yeah. Hold on.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
See? Alan Wake is putting himself through this. That's why our Alan Wake can see another Alan Wake acting oddly strange, because there's 2 of us. The real one and the fictional one. But which one are we, you know? Is that a stretch? But as you can see, stepped into the gas station. We're not even at the gas station yet. So this is foreshadowing. We still need to reach the gas station, you feel me? Foreshadowing. Oh. Supplies. Yeah. Where? W. W.
Salad, though. A man like me needs a hefty meal. That's for the day.
Is that a manuscript over there? Okay, so just sprint, I'm assuming. Just get out of here. W.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind.
Really watching a documentary after what's going on behind me.
Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a
Moorcock
practical
Institute.
demonstration
Okay.
of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm.
All right. This is a skit, right?
Of a thought experiment, and now a real experiment known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk.
This is a YouTube sketch, bro.
What occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum
Okay.
immortality.
Dude literally asked him directly. Wasn't this supposed to be plugged in?
Filled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
Okay. Guys still out here, or do y'all go home, like, past your bedtime? Oh, I clicked F4 by accident. Hello.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Foreshadowing. More like a teaser. When I originally saw, like, the lighting moving like this, I thought time was passing. I didn't comment on it earlier when it started happening. This fog moving around and stuff. Oh, there's plenty of ammo here. Boss fight, boss fight, boss fight. Hello. It's Mr. Stucky. Like, get blasted? Getting awfully close, homeboy. Weave. Get blasted. Get my ammo back. Get my ammo back. Get my ammo back. Weave. Weave. Okay, never mind. It caught me. Can the door open? Mr. Stucky. Hello. Good evening. Okay, try to dodge earlier. Didn't work. So I actually just have to find him and follow him. Catch him in his tracks, you know? Really?
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reached the lights of the gas station alive.
Stucky's body vanished. Collectible.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Oh yeah, I remember that. This when it zoomed in and stuff. Sorry for yawning, y'all. Sleep schedule's been whack.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Hold on, manuscript.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him. Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty.
So the thing about us getting into the car... Okay, so that happens after.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy.
Ever since we didn't show up to pick up the keys. So I'm assuming that was like after, when we saw him running out of the restaurant, right? Because we didn't pick up the keys, right? Or maybe after that, because it's talking about him in the garage. So he goes home in his garage. But that should happen after this, right? Right? But also, we're going into the garage right now, so are we gonna see the TV?
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Okay.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right.
TV.
I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come to... If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
I felt like that would happen. He loses his wife and then tries to bring her back in his stories. Please do not what? Do not what? So Alan Wake is putting himself through this because he wants to see his wife again in the story.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Now we lied to the sheriff. Because she won't believe us. That's the she that we were talking about in the manuscript.
Oh,
right?
God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Literally from the manuscript. That entire sentence right there, literally from the manuscript. So I was right. That is the she. But if the cabin doesn't exist, that means the typewriter doesn't exist because the typewriter was in the cabin because Alice gave it to us. But it hasn't been there since the 70s. Gee, that doesn't make...
I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
Does he know?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Episode 2. Taken. New York City 3 years ago.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
The coffee in the thermoses. I feel like this is a good place to end because this game actually has episodes, and we've been streaming for an hour and 34 minutes. That's not that bad, you know, like a decent amount of time. So I'm just gonna end it here. I'm gonna continue to play this game and stream this game. This was fun. This game's kind of cool, you know? Trying to piece together the mystery. What's going on? Is Alan awake? The true enemy? 3 years ago, in a happier time, Wake returns home in New York after running errands. I mean, even just the dialogue from... Even just the dialogue from Alan Wake himself, you know? Like, when he himself is narrating, it feels like... that sounds so stupid. When he's narrating in the game, it sounds like a narrator in a book, but duh, because it's a narrator. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel like... because I know there's tons of games where like the character is like describing what's happening because they're like in the game and they're experiencing it and they're like talking about it to the viewer, like, oh, this happened, I was thinking about this, or yada yada yada. But like when it's Alan Wake describing what's happening, he sounds like more like a narrator and more like a, you know, like he's reading text. I don't know if that makes sense. It doesn't feel like he's describing what's going on from his point of view. It feels like he's, you know, referring to himself in the third person. Something feels off. Does he know? I'm gonna quit the game. Are you sure you want to quit the game? Does he know? Alright. I could play some other game. I could keep streaming. It's only 10:32 p.m. Does he know? Oh my gosh. Alan Wake. Like, when I had the idea to buy this game, I was like, yo, I really want to stream this. And there was like a couple of times where, like, once I downloaded it, I was like, you know, I could just play the game on my free time, just chill in my room. But I was like, nah, I wanna save it for like an actual live stream. So here we are. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. This is fun, you know, because it's an actual story, you know. There's probably gonna be some plot twists in there, you know. There is a mystery here too, and also, you know, like, I'm having fun so far, and that was only episode 1, so I wonder how wacky it gets later on, and what the ending of the game is gonna look like. And also, how the second game, you know, what happens in the second game, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, I'm probably just gonna watch some YouTube videos, eat some donuts, you know, from work, because I work at Dunkin' Donuts. I brought some with me home. So probably watch some videos, eat some donuts, play some games. So Fortnite. Probably play some Fortnite or GTA or something. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this sweater on. This is nice. You know, the last couple of days, what I've been doing is, like, after I come home from work, I just chill in my room, put on a hoodie, you know, and just vibe. Turn on the LED lights, you know, and make it dim and cozy in here. But man, this sweater's comfortable, bro. I need to wear this more, you know. So yeah, happy Christmas Eve on some Wally. But yeah, bro, I want to keep playing Alan Wake. I want to keep streaming, not gonna lie. I could, but I kind of want to end it here. Just keep it like 1 episode long for all of the streams. I feel like it'll be more digestible. But that being said, I'm out of here. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Alright. Peace.